Hello there, my lovely frugal friends. Let's take a moment to bask in the sunshine in this April morning. So last week was Easter and we managed to get loads of things done while Chris was off work, because we had those lovely sunny days where the weather was really nice and warm enough for us to get some jobs done. So let's have a quick tour of the garden and see where we're up to. Now, if you look behind me, you can see all these fence panels. We bought a 12-litre tub of paint for fencing and it has gone. We did, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these big 65 fence panels. We did the shed. That is now all covered up. We have also painted some of the tables that we have got outside as well. The reason the tables and everything are all split up, because we put our fence panels from the front garden on top of those as well and managed to get those painted. We have even managed to just put a bit of a wet coat, because we were nearly running out of paint, on these panels. We also managed to get this gate painted up really well. This gate we made about 5 years ago. Bit of a put together job. We built it, we thought maybe it'll last 2 or 3 years. 5 years, still going strong, doing really well, really proud of it. Other thing that we've got going on here, we've got no potatoes planted as yet. It's a little bit early for us to do those. The strawberry plants that we've got down here, let me show you. These we had hung up on our wall, but there was a real blast of really wet weather and it got so heavy that they just dropped to the ground. It was hanging out of the brackets, so we have got to resort out those brackets and get those done as well. We've also built another ramp, as you can see here, for Archie, just to help him out because his legs still not great. I mean, his arthritis will never go away, unfortunately, but his front leg wounds getting better, but they are a really great benefit for him. Chris built those. He's a good egg at doing things like that. So we've got this ramp. They are good for us to walk up to, but sometimes I can't be bothered. I'm always a bit trepidatious walking on them, just in case. Anyway, carrying on with the rest of the garden. So cherry tree, if you can see there, has got lots of blossoms on it. Apple tree not so much, because my friend Rachel from the channel Don't Crop Me Now helped me cut back my apple tree. So that is just starting to do its thing. Our blackcurrant bush has got lots of flowers potential ready for it. Rhubarb has gone mental, absolutely mad. That was a tiny little thing about 3 weeks ago. That has gone crazy, so we need to start using that. Most of this big path area here will be with our tomatoes, but at the moment we're just keeping it all nice and clear for the big fella to be able to manoeuvre around. We have got, now this is a bit strange, down here, these are yellow courgette plants and they are surrounded by some rosemary. I was chopping back my rosemary, noticed the cat was trying to use this as a litter tray, so didn't want them to dig up all this, so we've just spread the rosemary around as like a prevention, and it seems to be keeping them out. We have got some little beetroot that we have planted there as well. These are multicoloured beetroots. Over in the second bed again, this end we've not really done much with. This end we've just started. These are some onions left over from last year, so I'm just going to leave those. We have planted again some beetroot, so we've got golden beetroot and purple beetroot in there as well. Now I'm going to take you inside. Hello dude. See, he's trying his best to come up and have a wander around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you upstairs, because we have planted some tomatoes and we are keeping our seedlings upstairs in a window so that they can get plenty of sunshine. So I am upstairs in our front bedroom, which is the room that gets the most sunshine. So if you can see behind me, we have got tomato plants galore. Now I grew 30 last year. There was a group of tomatoes that are like a beef tomato that I wasn't that keen on, didn't grow that particularly well, so we've scrapped those this year. Continuing with the San Mazzanos because they were amazing. We've also got some golden teardrop ones, some plums, a few different varieties. Have a look at what we've done. So if you can see in here, I use this crate because it's easy to carry things up and down the stairs, because what I do is on sunny days like today, I will take these downstairs and put them outside so they get a really good burst of sunshine. Now I planted these a good few days ago, quite deep in the soil, and already they've grown even further. Now when I water them, because I'm watering them most of the time up here if the weather's not great, is I just use this little squirty bottle so I can control exactly how much goes in, and so it's not going everywhere. So we had these pots from last year, got them from, it's either Aldi or Lidl. They were a really good price, but didn't have enough. So if you look over here, these are my newspaper pots that Chris made for me. I saw a hack online on how to do this. So if you've not seen it before, I will just give you a quick look. So basically, let me just prop this up. What you do is you get some newspaper. If you're lucky enough to get free newspapers. We don't get any free newspapers. Had to get these from my mother-in-law. So I've cut it lengthways. Pop the can on it, roll it up best you can, go to the bottom, tuck it in really well, make sure you push it really well down. Give that a good press, slide your can out. Chris is better at it doing than I am because he was the one who spent all that time doing it. And then just fold in your top layer just to make it a little bit more secure. And there you've got your little pot to put some soil in to plant your plants. And then if you want to, these are easy to unwrap and you can plant in without the newspaper, or because the newspaper is biodegradable, you can just plant directly into the soil. It's absolutely up to you. So this has saved us from having to buy extra pots, and that's why we have got all these tomatoes in there, of which I think we are heading 7, 14, 21, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 in that tray, 6, 12, 18, 24, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. 62 tomato plants this year. Got to find space for them all in the garden. Got to find enough pots to put them in. We've got the pots for 30. We have found some other pots that we're going to utilise as well. I don't know if you remember years and years ago, before you got the big recycling bins for your cans and things like that, if you've got the same system that we've got, you had a big black plastic box to use for for your cans and things. So we're going to use that for planting. We kept it, so we'll use that for planting. So that's where we're up to in the garden. The reason we've got so many tomato plants is my aim for this year is to have enough tomatoes to be able to eat through the summer, but also enough that I can can them for the whole of the coming year, so that by next year, when the tomato season starts again, I am just finishing off using up whatever tomatoes we have got that I have canned. So fingers crossed, we get a good harvest, we don't get any blights or anything like that, we do really well, and we'll have enough tomatoes for a year. Thanks for watching. Please do the liking and subscribing. If you've got any hints and tips for tomato growing, I would be very, very grateful if you posted them in the comments below. And I'll see you next time.